Okay. Here we go, here we go. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Recipe of the Day. It is Wednesday and here we are. We are here 3 o'clock live with another Recipe of the Day. Very excited. Today is going to be everybody's favorite, or a lot of people's favorite today. And hit the right button there. Okay, here we are. Recipe of the day. You know what? Hold on a second. I got something in my throat. Let me grab my water. So here we are. It is family favorite day. It is Beef Stroganoff day. And I think everybody at every family has a favorite when it comes to beef stroganoff. But today we're going to make my version. And I have gotten started a little bit without you here. I already have some meat browning behind me, but I'm going to throw in the next batch. Hey Denise, how are you? Welcome. Thanks for watching. I am going to, got my pan going here, and I browned the first half of beef before you guys got here, but I'm going to brown the next half just to make it go faster here. Put a little olive oil in another one of my favorite pans. These Le Creuset are just my absolute favorite. I have several different ones that I just love. They are very handy. They cook very evenly. They're awesome. So I'm going to dump in some meat here and get it going. My pan is hot. I always put meat into a hot pan, and it is going there because I just did the first batch of beef there. Hey Jill, how are you? Welcome. We are making beef stroganoff today, and I've got the pan going back here with the second half of beef I'm going to brown up. I already browned up the first half, and oh my gosh, it smells so yummy. Gary's like, what's that? It smells great. So I'm going to salt and pepper it here, of course using my favorite, the Lowry seasoned pepper. And I'm going to use seasoned salt just to give it extra flavor. I think when you're making something like this that you're going to stew and put a lot of things in, I always like to make sure we have plenty of seasoning. So I've got seasoned salt and some pepper on there while we get it going. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's going. I got the pan on very hot. So I want to sear the edges of the meat so that they have some nice texture when you get it all made into beef stroganoff. So hey Mary Chris, how are you? Erin, welcome. And Jill, I think I said hi to Jill already, my #1 fan. How is everybody doing? It's a really beautiful here today. It's June, and we don't have any June gloom. At least where I am. Is there June gloom at the beach? I know it's beautiful today, so Jill, you should have epic view today in our beautiful seaside town here. Oh my gosh, I can see my text messages are coming in. So we have got the beef stroganoff the beef is browning here at the back, and I'm going to turn my water on here again. I had it boiling, but I'm just going to get it back up to temperature. I'm going to throw some noodles in to serve this with while we're making up our stroganoff. So if you can believe it, today for Rex and Gary, it is haircut day! Yay! Actually, Rex, you need to take a before. My son's hair is like growing down to his chin. So he is off. He has the first appointment, and then Gary's going after the show, and I will have both of my handsome boys back. Haircut, ready to go. So check on my hazy on the water. So Jill has a beautiful view, so she given us the weather report there. That it's beautiful but a little hazy. So I've got our beef going back here, and it should brown up quickly. I have this pan, it's very hot. So we are getting it going here. And get a little brown on that. I don't usually necessarily cook it all the way through at this stage, because I'm going to let it simmer for a little while once I get all the goodness in there and let all the flavors come together. Hey Erin, how are you? We're making beef stroganoff today, family favorite. and you can do it quick. I'm doing it, got the beef chunks. I bought them already cut, and they were ready to go. Actually bought them because they were on sale, so I'm like, cool, let's make beef stroganoff. You know, you never know where your inspiration's going to come from. So I've got it browning up back here, the second half. I browned up the first half while I was waiting for you guys, so we're just going to let the beef go there. Hey Susan, how are you? Welcome. And Joyce, what's going on? It is Beef Stroganoff Day, most families' favorite, but certainly around here, I loved it when Mom made it. Mom would make beef stroganoff. She'd also make lamb curry. Like after Easter, when you had a leg of lamb, Mom would always make a leg of lamb on Easter, but after that, she'd make her beef curry, and it was so good. I wish I'd paid closer attention, but oh my gosh, yummy. A couple of my family favorite meals. Hey Seal, how are you? Well, welcome. I was in your neck of the woods the other day. I texted you, but I must not have your right number. So Seal, send me a text so I make sure I have your number, because I wanted to see you. But I'm back in my kitchen. Hey Cindy, how are you? Welcome. We are making beef stroganoff today, and I have the beef browning there behind me. And it is almost there. We'll give it a couple more seconds before I pull it out. How is everything in the Midwest there, Cindy? How is everything going with you? Everything good? Oh, my peeps. I love my peeps. When you guys get on and cook with me, it's so much fun. Oh, dang. I know. I thought, I'm like, shoot, I'm close by, but now I'm not. So anyway, here we go. I'm going to, all I put on this, some people when they make this kind of a thing, they'll flour their meat with some seasoned flour to help thicken up the sauce. But I don't do that because I like the beef to get a nice crispy crust, which it will with flour too, but I just prefer it without. I'm going to use a little cornstarch to thicken it up here once I get this out. So now I'm going to get my beef out of here and save a pan here. I'm just going to use the lid to my Le Creuset here and stick it in here for now, because since I am the dish doer around here, let's save a dish. So I'll get the beef out, and then in here, yeah, got it. Now I'm going to throw in just a little bit more olive oil here, and then I'm going to throw in the onion. I've got an onion. This is a very large one, grated, because you know I like to grate the onion so so you don't have big chunks. I don't like to have big chunks, so I like to grate the onion, and then the flavors just go in. And then I've got mushrooms going here. This, as you can see, I didn't feel like getting a bigger bowl. So these are all sliced mushrooms going in. Get the last one in there. And then I have a couple of carrots here. Carrots are chopped. I chopped them a little bit small so they would cook faster for you guys, but you can cut the carrots whatever size you prefer. And look at these. Don't you love it when they leave the tops on? I just love that. You feel like Bugs Bunny when you're getting the carrots, but these are organic, so they usually, sometimes they have the tops on, and these did, so these are our carrots. I guess I could have held them up there and said, oh look, I grew it myself, but I didn't. So in here we've got our vegetables going on, and we will let those saute a bit while they get going. And then I'm going to add my pasta to my boiling water here. I'm going to put a little bit of salt in to salt my pasta. Oh, Susan, I think you can smell it from there. Let's go. Oh, there's my sister. Hello, sister. We are making beef stroganoff. And I'm going to put a little salt in the water here. And I am using, because there are only 3 of us here, I'm just going to use the end of, use whatever noodles you like. Usually the big wide egg noodles, or you could serve this over rice, or you could serve it over toast and call it cream chip beef. But I'm just going to use the end of a couple bags of pasta that I have in the cabinet. So I'm just going to mix them together and use them up. Yeah, my nephew, there's my sister's on there, and my nephew came in second in a golf tournament yesterday, so that's very exciting. Which I think makes him qualify for one out here, so maybe he'll come and see me from Houston and get here and visit. So got the pasta going there. And we got our veg going here. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so yummy. I'm going to put a little bit of salt and pepper in that, regular. I used the seasoned salt when I browned the beef up, but I'm going to use regular salt here. Put a little salt in here. The salt will help the mushrooms release their liquid. And then I've got just some regular black pepper going in. And that is going there. So, have that pan very, very hot. But it smells delicious. And the mushrooms are doing their thing. So into that, I'm going to add some Worcestershire. Because why not? So a couple sprigs of Worcestershire. And then I'm going to add, I have a little bit, you could add brandy, you could add red wine if you had a bottle that was open, which I would have used red wine if I had a bottle that was left. But I'm going to use sherry. So I'm going to put about 3/4 of a cup of sherry in. No, we're not going to flambe it today. So I'm going to let that be sizzling away there. I have some garlic, fresh, pressed. I'm going to throw that in. Whoops. The technical fancy term for this, I'm deglazing the pan. I'm deglazing the pan with the sherry, which gets all the little brown bits that are in the bottom of the pan from browning the meat into the sauce, adding layers of flavor. Hey Janet, how are you? We're making beef stroganoff. Hey Charlie, are you East Coast or West? I think you guys are East Coast. It's summertime. How is the lake house? Oh my goodness. So the mushrooms are cooking right down. That looked like a lot of mushrooms, but they're cooking right down. And we've got our pasta going there, what we're going to serve it with. So now I'm going to do some beef stock in there. And I'm kind of eyeballing it, but I guess I could measure it here. Hey Wendy, how are you? We're making beef stroganoff. I'm going to start with a couple cups, probably 3 cups of beef stock. And I'll measure it for you guys just to see how much we got going on in here. Okay, there's 3. And you know what? I think there's 4 cups in this package, which now I will confirm. Almost, yeah. So we put 4 cups. We put the whole box of beef stock. Because I like a lot of sauce when I make things like this, so you have a lot of sauce that gets into your rice or your noodles or whatever you're going to serve it on. Hey Adriana, how are you? Welcome. We are making beef stroganoff, and we've got it going on here. Got our pasta going here. Try not to overcook the pasta. Let me grab one of those and see what's going on. See if they're done yet. No, they're not. Okay, so I'll keep going. I'm going to put a little squirt of Dijon mustard in there just for flavor. So a squirt, probably tablespoon to 2 in there just for another layer of flavor. Oh my goodness, this is smelling good. And you see how quick, like you can see how everyone's favorite recipes, they go together so quick, which is probably why they're everyone's favorite. Oh, now I know why I was only going to put 3 cups of stock in. I was going to put a little bit with my cornstarch. Well, now we're going to use water. I knew there was a reason in my brain that I was only going to put 3 cups in. I remember why now. So this is cornstarch, and this is going to help thicken up our sauce. So I just put a little splash of water in, and if I'd remembered, I would have used the stock, but I didn't. So we're going to use just a little bit of water to make a slurry. They call this a slurry. And this is going to help thicken up our delicious sauce back there. Oh my goodness. Looks great. Yum! Okay. I'm going to take our slurry and put it in there, thicken up our sauce. Okay. I'm going to let that go for a minute, and then once that starts to thicken up, I have a cup of sour cream that I have let warm up a little bit so it doesn't curdle when you put it in. So I just warmed up the sour cream to a little bit, almost room temperature. It hasn't been out that long, but it's not straight out of the fridge, because when you put a cold thing like sour cream into your hot sauce, it's gonna curdle. So you want to let it warm up a little bit. So if you've ever done that before, don't ask me how I know that. I have done it, and the dish still tastes good. It just isn't very pretty with the sour cream kernels. So, oh my goodness. I'm going to give this, oh, look at our pasta. Is it going to overflow? Hope not. Turn it down a little bit. Let me grab another piece out of there and see if we're ready to drain so I can serve it. Oh my goodness, hot, hot, hot. Hold on. You know, it's not spaghetti, so I can't throw it against the wall. It's done. Okay, hold on, let me drain that. Here we go. It is very hot, but I will drain it real quick over here. Okay. Pasta ready. Our beef almost ready. I'm going to put the beef back in. So I've got my first batch, the second batch here going in. Of course, I want all those juices to go back in the pan because it's all flavor. And then the first batch I brown. You don't want to brown all your meat at once because otherwise you're going to steam it. If you have too much meat in your pan, it won't get brown. It'll just get kind of gray. So another tip to making anything like this where you're going to brown your meat first, you don't want to crowd your pan. So that's why I did it in 2 batches. And then we're almost ready here to put in our sour cream. And we have a big, huge pot here of yummy stroganoff. Oh my goodness. Yum. Let me taste that real quick for salt, for seasoning, and see if we need anything before I put the sour cream in. So hold on. Oh my goodness. It's delish. So let me take my sour cream. We're going to mix that in. Yum. Oh my goodness. Okay. Sour cream in. And then I will serve up a plate of this so you can see our deliciousness. Our delicious pot of yumminess that we have going on here. Oh my goodness. Yes. Oh my goodness. Now I will let that simmer for a little bit, but I'm going to get some out just to show you guys what we made here. So I'm going to put a little bit of pasta there on our plate, and then I will get a scoop of this. Oh my goodness. We haven't had lunch yet, so I'm not sure if this is lunch or dinner. It's dinner. Oh my goodness. So there we go. There we go. Beef stroganoff in a few minutes, ready to go with our carrots and, uh-oh. Hold on. Whoops, little call there on Instagram. So anyway, that's it. There is our beef stroganoff. Looks delish. I'll pull this back toward me so my cameraman can see it. And then I don't have any birthdays today, but I do have a giveaway. So everyone that has liked or commented on these videos, many of you are watching, many of my winners are watching. You are in the pool, and today's giveaway is a set of travel dominoes for the summer, for the beach, a really nice set of dominoes. So if you have forgotten how to play dominoes, it's your chance to learn again. Hey Nick, how are you? We just made beef stroganoff. Smells delish. And let's see who our winners today of the dominoes are. Drum roll please. Bum, ba, da, da. It is Tammy Stewart. Tammy Stewart, you are the winner of the dominoes today. Perfect. Little thing to take on the outings for entertainment. And our second winner today is Katie Venti. You are winning the dominoes today. So congratulations. That's awesome because both these guys have a bunch of kids. So congratulations, and we will see you again soon. Hey Annette, how are you? Thank you guys for watching. It's always so much fun to see you. I love seeing you guys live. And remember, the only two things you can control are your effort and your attitude. So pick a good one and always do your best. And we will see you here. You can find these videos and the recipes on our YouTube channel, Ventura Real Estate, or I will also put them down below in the comments on Facebook. So visit us at GaryandLisa.com, your real estate edge. See you soon.